Right, so hey guys, my name is Alex here with MBGT, and today I'm bringing you a video that I didn't expect to make, guys. This is a review of my Razer DeathStalker 2013. A lot of you guys have seen the video on my main channel where I smash my Razer Black Widow keyboard. I'll put a link to it right here. And as you can see, that keyboard is now non-existent. That doesn't work anymore. It's in bits in the field. So you guys clearly were asking me, you know, Alex, what new keyboard did you buy, or what keyboard have you gone for in replacement of your Black Widow keyboard? And I told you guys on Twitter, I got the Razer DeathStalker. I wanted to try it out. I wanted to go away from mechanical keyboards. Try out something a little bit different for once, just to see if I would like it, and you guys have ever since then been asking for a review of the product of the Razer DeathStalker. So that's exactly what I'm going to bring you today, guys. I wasn't expecting to do this video, but as soon as so many of you guys are interested, then I'm going to do it. So here we go. When you are picking a keyboard, it really is down to choice. What do you really like? What do you like the feel of? Do you like the mechanical sort of keyboards? If that's a yes, then what cherry switches do you like? If you don't like mechanical keyboards, do you go for some sort of flat design? Do you like a little bit of leverage on your keys? It's all down to personal preference, guys, but I'm going to give you guys what I think about my new keyboard. So when I got it out of the box, I thought, this looks a little bit odd. I wasn't too keen on the look, but it's grown on me. The big black bar at the bottom of the keyboard was sort of an annoyance. I thought it didn't need to be there, and I wish it was removable. I wish I could just have the keyboard as a square. I think it makes the keyboard look a little bit too long in the wrong sort of way. But actually, coming to use the keyboard, my wrists haven't been hurting as much as they usually do. The actual wrist rest there has kept my wrists in quite good condition. So my views have changed on that since I've got it out of the box and unboxed it and had a little play with it. I've had now the keyboard for about 2.5 months. I believe, or correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure, correct me in the comment section down below. But the wrist rest, I didn't like it when I first saw it, but it comes in use, it really does. You can definitely see when you've had a good hard gaming session, because the wrist rest is all sweaty, and it's you have to wipe it down because it's not a sort of soft material, it is plastic, and you can see where your wrists have been. But I thank Razer for putting that there because it keeps my wrists in the right place as I'm trying to game or type. So the DeathStalker comes in here in the UK at £69. Now that is £30 cheaper than the Razer Black Widow, and God, was the Black Widow a waste of money in that regard, in my case anyway. As I've said, keyboards are a personal preference, but I definitely prefer the Razer DeathStalker over the Black Widow. I really do not like mechanical keyboards. I don't like how hard you have to press, or how hard you have to press the keys to travel. I know they come with different switches. You can get blue switches or brown switches, which make the keys easier or harder to press. You've got so many different switches out there. Manufacturers make so many different switches, but I'll prefer not to have any travel at all. I like a flat keyboard. I like it easy to press, and I like it also that it doesn't make any noise. Now this keyboard is pretty much silent when you're using it. The thing is, I make gaming videos here on YouTube. My gaming channel will be linked in the description. If you're not subscribed to it already, I would really recommend you do so, because I do content over on there as well. But having no background noise in my videos when I'm trying to game for my gaming channel is a huge plus. It's sort of, it adds to the synthetics of the video, not having to hear a massive clunky keyboard in the background. I really prefer it much more silent and sexual. There's no signs of wear on the keyboard. The keyboard looks absolutely fine. If I just brush it off, it will look brand new. The keyboard hasn't been hit or harmed in any way, unlike my DeathStalker. However, it looks great, and it's standing up to my condition, which, you know, I tried to take care of my products. I haven't really cleaned the keyboard as much as I would have liked to, but the keyboard still looks to be in good shape after this 1.5 months. So I'm going to give it an A star on build quality. The plastic material, the keys, everything. It's just a pleasure to use, and I thank Razer for using good materials in their keyboards, which brings me on to the actual experience of using the keyboard. And my experience is non-existent. I don't really have an experience with this keyboard. It's just there, it's a keyboard, it works, it's nice to use, a very nice keyboard. The keys aren't too soft, or not, you know, they're not too soft or too hard to press. on the keyboard. It's silent, it's just a pleasure to use, and I forget it's there because it's not making a massive clunky noise. So the keyboard has backlight illumination. Now, what I can say about this is not much really. There's one colour, which is Razer's standard colour, green, and you can't change it. You've got to stick with that colour. So if you're thinking of changing the colour on your keyboard to match the rest of your gaming peripherals, then think again. You're stuck with green on this keyboard. The light is generally quite dull. It does the job at night. You can definitely see what keys you're pressing. But in daylight, you can't really see that the keyboard is backlight illuminated. It just looks as if they're standard keys that are painted green, because the backlight on the keys or on this keyboard is not too bright. You can change it in the settings. I've got mine on the brightest setting, but for me, it's not bright enough. It does the job. I'll leave it at that. So this keyboard is very thin, lightweight. It looks very, very nice. It's very aesthetically pleasing on your desk with the corners. You know, you've got the edged corners there. They really, really enhance the look of this keyboard, and it definitely looks the part, and I'm sure it will suit any of your guys' gaming setups. So that is pretty much the keyboard out the way. Let's move on to the software. So the software is very intuitive and easy to use. Like I've already mentioned, you can change the backlight illumination, brightness of this keyboard. In that software, you can also create what are called keystrokes or macros. And these are where, say if you press a button on the keyboard will execute a command. So you can also remap buttons. So say if I press the G key, I could tell it to press the A key. Now, if you like your buttons to be remapped, or you like your buttons, or say your gaming keys to be in a different place on the keyboard, you can remap your buttons in the software. You can create macros so it can execute a command. So if you press, let's say, the function key, the keyboard could type a sentence. You could program it so the keyboard types a sentence. You could program it so it executes a command in a game. You can program it so it opens a piece of software. You can pretty much do anything with this keyboard, guys. There's also time in the delays, so you could get it to type. I could program it so it could type, I don't know, if I press like the A key, I could program it so it would type A and then wait 2 seconds and then type an L and then wait 2 seconds and type an E. Get it to type my name. You get to type anything you want. You can just set delays. The software is more than capable of doing exactly what you want it to do and how you want it to do it. I haven't found any glitches within the software so far. It hasn't crashed or bugged out on me. The software gets an A-star from me. Right, so to wrap up the review, guys, I'm going to say that this keyboard is an absolute steal for $69.99 here in the UK and $75.99 there in the US. The keys are very easy to press, but not too easy. They are just right. They've got the right amount of agility on the keys. They are a pleasure to press. You're definitely not going to misplace a key. The spacing within the keys is just perfect. It's just your standard keyboard. There's really nothing to say about. This is why I didn't do a review on this keyboard. Okay, this is why I didn't do it, because it's just a keyboard that works and it's perfect. Okay, there's nothing to say about it. It does exactly what I want it to do. It's a plastic keyboard, very good build quality, very nice keys to press. Stop asking me to review things. So guys, if you want any links to the keyboard to buy it or to have a look further into the keyboard, then I'll provide some links in the description, guys, so go into the description and check it out, guys. If you enjoyed this video, then please make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, then give it a thumbs down, and if your feelings are more complicated than that, stealing Linus is saying, then leave it in the comment section down below. I apologise for this review being really short. It's a keyboard. I would have reviewed it if I had more things to say, but seeing as all of you were asking for me to review it anyway, I thought I'd just say the obvious. It's a keyboard, it works, and it's a very nice keyboard. That's pretty much it. So guys, mine has been Alex. You guys have been awesome. I'll see you in my next video. Adios.